Good morning, everybody. It's MJ Connor, aka SithLord066 on MTGO. I'm coming to you from my house, obviously. Uh, I apologize for not putting up a video for the last 2 or 3 days. I've actually been kind of sick. I get really bad migraines, but I'm feeling better now. So we got some magic up. Um, I decided today what I wanted to do. I'm going to try to do at least one video on every deck that I've done, and maybe a new deck. I'm not sure. Um, but I wanted to start off with this one. This, I honestly believe, of all the decks, with maybe the exception of the Azorius Humans, which you guys haven't even seen yet, is the most quote-unquote viable as far as standard goes. I've been playing this one actually in the tournament practice queues, and it's doing pretty well. I sometimes lose to like control matchups, but the thing is, like, if we get an explosive start, they just can't come back from all the destruction of lands. We've changed out a couple things. I obviously, if you've ever seen my videos, you know my hatred for Bramble Crush. What I've done is we went with 4 Farseeks now. This gives us a lot more consistency as far as getting those explosive starts. We cut some like the Bramble Crushes and the main deck Ground Seal for them. And also, as a big bad boy, since I noticed, like, hey, I've got a lot of land, World Spine Worm, because we can, and I have already 2 games, so he can actually come out anywhere between turns 6 and 7, sometimes. But the land stays the same. We got 23 land. We are playing a 61 card deck now. We got 23 lands. 4 Arbor Elves, 2 Pillars, 3 Mortars, 2 Spears, 4 Visionaries, 4 Farseeks. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and, just in case this is your first time viewing this deck, let me go ahead and stick up the preview pane, because I do have quite a few new subscribers. Alright, so anyway, we got 2 Pillars, 4 Arbor Elves, 4 Mizium Mortars, 4 Elvish Visionaries, 4 Farseeks, 4 Archdruids, and that's like the main ramp. Like, all we're really doing turns 1, 2, and 3 is hopefully just ramp, ramp, and ramp. Our best thing is like a Forest into Arbor Elf. Turn 2, some other green source into Archdruid. Turn 3, if we get the 3rd mana, we now have access to 3, 4, 5, 6 mana on turn 3. We're playing the 1 of Chandra in the main board. I think I took 1 out for another Farseek, so we only got 1 going now. We have 4 Acidic Slimes, 4 Frenzied Tillings, 2 Conjurer's Closets, 3 Sylvan Primordials, and the World Spine Worm, which is the big bad boy finisher. The sideboard is 2 more Pillars, 1 more Mizium, 2 more Spears, 1 more Chandra. The 3 Skylashers are okay. Ground Seal, I do like, but I'd rather have the Cavern, because against control, I want to resolve one of the 3 Roic Thars, so I just kind of want to get a Cavern out and name Ogre. But that's the deck. You guys might have seen it in the deck tech already, although, like I said, some of the stuff has changed, but not too much. So we're going to go ahead into the actual tournament practice queues, which, now that I'm actually recording, I'll probably do terrible, because like I went 2-1, and the one I lost was game 3 against some kind of Bant control with like Sphinx's Revelations and just counters after counters and Cyclonic Rifts and Terminuses, and it wrecks my game plan. Verdicts. There was just no way to come back. Game 2 was such an explosive start that he ended up with I had like 9 land to his 2. just destroying, which was great. And then game 3, I just stalled out, and I got flooded. And this deck, like, the problem with this deck is, like, it's gotta go, 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 go. Like, you gotta make sure you're destroying lands by turn 4 at the latest, because once they, once you get ahead, there's just nothing that you can do. But one of my subscribers, Blink Before Death, I think it was asking about Magic and Magic Online, and whether or not it was something that he could do with on a budget, basically. And like, I can tell you right now, that's all I do is budget. This deck I basically purchased on the back of 2 Grizzle brands, which I think were trading in for about like 14 a piece. I mean, there's nothing really expensive in this deck. Yeah, like, really, there's nothing expensive in this deck. The most expensive is the land base, and the only expensive ones is the Stomping Grounds and the Rootbound Gregs. I mean, you could probably put this deck together for, I would probably say under 50 tickets, definitely. But as I was saying on my post, and in case you don't understand what I was saying, let me go ahead and explain a little bit. If you haven't played MTGO, when you sign up, you pay like the $20 or whatever it is, and they give you like a starter pack. The starter pack consists of cards from the most recent set. Most recent set right now being M13. However, M13 is getting ready. I mean, it's you got a few more months. I think it's till October when Theros comes in. It's legal, but you're probably better off, in all honesty, waiting till M14 comes out, because once M14 comes out, when you sign up, you'll get M14 cards, and then those will be good for like a year, as opposed to 4 months. So that's what I was actually saying, in case it wasn't very clear, because when you can type, it doesn't, expression and all that stuff doesn't register or translate is the word I was looking for into type. I apologize. It's like 8:30 a.m. So I did just wake up. So you get the fun ramblings again. You'll also notice that there is no music anymore, and the reason for that is I kind of got bitch slapped by YouTube, and was basically warned not to do music anymore. So I'm going to take that warning to heart, and if you do want music, then just go to Pandora, open it up, play it in the background, go to the Gaslight Anthem Radio, and yeah, it'll be just like old times, because that's all I did. Anyway, I'm going to pause this while we're waiting for... Oh, never mind. No, I'm not. Alright, so we are in the real tournament practice, so we can expect to probably get owned now that I'm recording. He's choosing whether the mulligan to 6, and his choice will actually impact... Wow, that was awesome. So, yeah, that's a win for me, I guess. We'll try this again. And, like I said, I will pause and come back when we have the game. Or not, we can just go right to it again, and hopefully this guy just doesn't see my nothing and scoop. Alright, he's kept 7. We don't know what he is. It's not a very explosive start, and we have no red or Farseek. So we are going to mulligan this. We got green and red, and a Farseek, and a Visionary, and a Druid, so we're going to keep that. That's pretty good. We should be able to get this out on 4 unless something bad happens. Okay, green, that's always a plus. So we'll go ahead and play the green land and pass the turn. And depending on whether I hit a land or not is whether I want a Farseek or Visionary. Okay, we did hit the land, so I think I do want to just Visionary. And we're always going to yield to that. And I think we're probably going to be saving this for a Loxodon Smiter, because I'm assuming he's playing green-white, so he's probably got it. That's probably right now. Or Silverblade, yeah, we will definitely kill that Silverblade Paladin. Now do we take 6? That's the question. That's a lot of damage, but 1, 2. Yeah, I think we do take 6. Because I kind of want to keep the elf out for the archdruid to have a buddy. Alright, so let's go ahead and cast this for red, green, and then that for regular green. And now if we hit a land, we can actually just straight up frenzy tilling or slime, depending on what happens. I think now I do actually... Do I want to block that? No, it's only 3 more. I think we just go to 11 here. Land. Okay, nope, but not terrible. Alright, so... Yeah, I think we go ahead and... play that. And we'll go ahead and get in for 4. Or 2. That's probably a bad idea. I forgot about Advent of the Worm. Oh, such a bad play. Such a bad play. Terrible. I'm a terrible player. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that we're just gonna call that the game because I'm a terrible, terrible player. Alright, so we'll begin sideboarding this. Alrighty. We don't need the caverns, but we do want these. And we want these as quickly as possible. He's playing green-white, so I know for a fact he's gonna have... we gotta take out 9 cards. That's probably just never gonna happen. Those are worse. Actually, these are probably bad too. So we'll go with this. I don't know if this is correct or not, but see, I kind of want the pillars for his voices. Maybe I'd really rather have the Farseeks, I think. Spear gets the Centaur Healer. Yeah, that seems better. Alright, so, well, that's nothingness. We cannot keep that. So we'll mulligan that. It's so bad, but we'll keep it. Because we got the Rorik Thar, and hopefully we can hit some lands. We don't, but we technically do. Go ahead and Force Seek. Grabbing Stomping Ground. No. Alright. Wow, again, no land. So we could play that, or we could try to hit the land with the elf. Or we could have a guaranteed 4 next turn. No, guaranteed 5, which then gets us Frenzy Tilling at least. So yeah. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play the elf. I hate that we can't do that. And the reason for this is that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guaranteed lands, which means we could I'm pointing to the screen like you can see it. Frenzied Tilling next turn. Which then actually puts us ahead versus him behind. Yep, Smiter. Wow. Look at that. I mean, yeah, we're taking 4, but we get ahead in land-wise. So, kill the Temple Garden. And we want to grab a Forest. And F6 the turn. Wow. Alright, so what do we do here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we actually do have 7. So we'll go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, not that. We're always going to yield to that. Grab another Stomping Ground. No, we don't want to pay 2 life. So he's at 2 lands, and he's disconnected. So it could be, again, if you see my videos, I always give them the benefit of the doubt. So we're going to go ahead and wait. It's 8:41 right now. So I'm going to wait 5 minutes, and then if he hasn't come back, we're going to call it a win from a Rage Quit. Which is one of the fun things about this deck if you haven't seen it yet. Alright, so let me go ahead and pause this so I can listen to music while I wait. Alright, so as you can see, it's now 8:47. 5 minutes is plenty of time to reconnect from if it was an accident. So this is a Rage Quit, and this isn't the first Rage Quit I've had against this deck. So as far as I'm concerned, a Rage Quit is a win. A win is a win is a win. So yeah, that's a one for the home team. Like, subscribe, and you guys have a good day, and hopefully a little bit later after you guys see this, I'll have another video up with one of my other decks.